Well, we just harvested our first porcupine. Let's see, one piece should be enough.
Okay, how far are we thinking about there?
You gotta jump down because he's gonna swing back at you.
Okay. Like, right there.
Right there?
Yeah, that's good to me. Well, we are ready to skin our porcupine. We weighed this out and it is just under 20 pounds. It's a male porcupine and it is outstanding. The coat's incredible. I don't know that much about them, but you can just see all these different layers of hair and fur. It's got these longer hairs right here, bristly, a thick undercoat, probably for the winter. And then underneath there is all of those awesome quills. It has so many quills underneath there. I mean, I don't even know how many it is. Oh no. Oh no, that wasn't intentional. We actually have plans for the hide, so we're going to be being very careful with the skinning process today. The other neat thing about these porcupines is they have this different bristly fur on their tail, which is just this huge thick muscle right here, and that's for climbing trees. He was actually up in a cottonwood tree when we found him. It's actually been easier to handle this porcupine than we had thought, but apparently once you actually get them in you, they're very difficult to remove. Oh yeah, that's not even coming out. Wow, yeah, I can see the little barbs. Super microscopic on there. Be here all day.
Which knife do you prefer?
I think I'm gonna start
You start with the razor, or do you want to start with that one?
sure. Well, the only thing about that, let me try that one. I was gonna say, the thing about this is that. Thanks. It's just really hard to find the straight line. There we go. Perfect. That's probably sufficient.
That's great.
I'll get in there with a bigger knife now and I'll kind of skin it.
Do you want
Do you want me to do one arm at a time or do you want me to get the whole other one right now?
I'd get one at a time. Right?
Okay, cool. We've got one paw off and we have 3 more to go, and the tail and the head as well. I'm just gonna be careful with clothes. Way easier down here.
You want the Mora? Is that knife working for you?
No, this is working really good, yeah. Let's get some nice legs.
Oh my gosh, those are like the size of chicken legs, like a big one.
I'm gonna leave this on the skin, this kind of stuff. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I know.
His knife's razor sharp, but I think he's got really tough skin.
He probably has really tough skin.
What's going on here? And it's cold.
Can you? job.
Lay her on down, baby.
Head. There we go. Wow, that was really hard. That was extremely difficult.
Yeah, it was really difficult.
I will say they have an extremely large stomach for being such a
Oh my
small
gosh.
animal. It's
He's
only
all
like
stomach.
gentlemen like to eat. I usually cut it right here because then we don't have to worry about it spewing back into the. You good?
Yep.
The easiest animals we've ever taken the organs out of. Nice, nice. Is that burning all or no?
It's about time to start cooking our porcupine. We're gonna cook it a couple different ways, but we're gonna cook it over the campfire. Looks just like a chicken thigh. First way we're gonna cook this, we're gonna do the hind quarter, we're gonna do the front leg, a little onion and garlic, and chicken broth. And this is all gonna go in the Dutch oven. Well, we've got our porcupine meat seared, and we're gonna add a little bit of chicken broth, and then we'll put the lid on that. Probably gonna go for about an hour. We're gonna try something new today. Besides just eating porcupine, we're gonna try cooking it on a salt block. This is a pink Himalayan salt block, and you heat it up on the fire and you can just grill your meat on here. So we're not gonna add any salt to this part of the porcupine. We're just gonna do a little bit of pepper on there, and I'm gonna kind of go back and forth from the flame to this, try to get some nice sear marks on it. All right. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's bubbling away. It's looking pretty good. Still got a little while to go. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's almost done. There's the front arm. Put it back on there. Okay, it's officially got too hot to touch. You want to heat these salt blocks up slow, or so I've read, so you don't crack them. And it is cold outside, it's about 20 degrees. This thing's just about ready for the meat. And what I've seen people do is they actually just put a little bit of water on here when they're cooking. They don't use oil or anything like that, so that's what we're gonna try. That looks like rabbit, right?
Oh goodness me.
Or like a turkey leg?
No, that's not a turkey. That's way too dark. I'd say rabbit and pheasant, but I don't think it tastes like a bird. I don't know. We'll have to try it. Didn't really know. It's not reminding me of pork. I could say that.
So far so good. I'm not putting any salt on this meat because we're using this salt block. Hopefully the salt will transfer from there onto the meat. It's pure salt. We just put a little bit of pepper on this. But these are just little small pieces I trimmed off. Kind of tougher meat. But those legs, oh my gosh. Those are looking so good.
Just 2 for now?
Sure.
Where do you want to sit? I can sit right next to you. Thank you. We've got some of the porcupine with a little bit of the heart and the liver.
Yep.
That's the first way we're trying it, with a little bit of salsa.
A little green salsa. It's chewy. We already tried a little piece, right? It's extremely chewy.
I love really like toasted, charred meat.
Mm-hmm.
Those pieces are chewy. I'm guessing it's because of all the cuts of meat they were.
Yeah, they were kind of side pieces.
But it's not dry.
No?
It's pretty juicy.
Salty in the salt block.
It is salty.
Those are kind of the little cuts that weren't as good. So I'm thinking the legs are going to be a lot better.
We did try a little piece right off the salt block, and I actually personally liked it. I was trying to figure out what I thought it tasted like. Honestly, I can't really compare it exactly to anything. We read it taste like pork. I don't really agree with that personally, but it is it's oily, it's got fat, so it does remind me of like, we've had squirrel. It tastes a little bit like squirrel.
Maybe like squirrel or like a game bird.
Like a grouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe like a real gamey cow. It is salty. Like it's not under salty. It doesn't need more salt.
We're not putting any salt on it. We're
It's
just
salty.
using the block.
Mm-hmm.
Salty.
See, a piece like that is actually really good. Just meat. I really like it.
It just got really cold out here.
I know. My hands are like frozen. Yeah, that piece right there.
The Dutch oven porcupine has been going for what, hour and a half probably? Those are done. I'm gonna go grab a bowl. We're gonna try those. Hopefully those are a little more tender. What do you think?
Yeah.
One bowl? Two.
I'll grab 2. Ow, my hand's about to fall off, hon.
Would you like the front arm of a porcupine or the back leg?
I'll take whichever. I'll take the arm.
We'll split. Oh, thank you.
I guess they're all.
Oh, nice warm tortilla. Man, it is cold out here. It's biting me.
Had some more time to think about the flavor. I don't really know. We have tried pheasant before, and I think it could taste like that a little bit. The meat most closely resembled that to me before cooking it.
So this is the good meat right here, I would say.
Yeah.
Nice thick leg. Let's give it a try.
No, not as much tendons.
Well, that's some dark meat.
The flavor is really good of that broth that you cooked it in with the
Chicken
herbs.
It almost tastes like like a beef pot roast or something.
You agree with me then? Yeah, that's what I thought too. I guess it tastes most closely to beef.
Yeah.
To cow, which is, maybe that's the diet. I don't know.
Sticks?
Yeah, sticks. It's very
gosh.
juicy though.
Juicy. Oh my gosh.
It's a very juicy animal, like fatty. Not fatty, just oily.
That's good.
I personally
That's
like
really
the
good.
flavor a lot. I think I'm biting the knee. Oh no, that's...
Do you want to try some of this back leg? I think it might have more.
No, it's
more
okay.
meat
It's
in
okay.
it. Oh yeah. Meaty.
The reason I had thought it tasted like a brisket at first, or it reminded me, is it has these like fibers, these little shreds. You know what I mean? Like a little, like if you cooked a brisket, like a piece of beef for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Most closely
Slow
resemble.
cooked and liquid.
Yeah. Want to try a bite of that?
Yeah, try a bite of that. That back leg is where it's at.
There's meat on that too. It's just hard to get off. Oh, that's good. That's the least gamey tasting of it.
Probably the most tender part you're
Most
gonna
tender. Yeah, the back leg.
get. It's still a little chewy. Like that, right? It's not as tender as like moose meat or beef if you slow cooked it.
No, but it's
It's a
good.
little tougher.
I'm not sure why people refer or say that it would taste like pork. Maybe because of the fat that it has. Yeah, I mean, it does have quite a bit of like oil and fat in there mixed in. But again, I'm not really getting the pork vibe off of it
I would not compare it to pork at all.
Me
No.
either.
No, I would say pheasant or like
Dark,
beef,
yeah, dark
gamey
meat, yeah.
type of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, where's the meat on this front leg?
It was good. I think we could learn how to cook it a little, utilize it a little differently, but it's really good. I think there's a storm coming in. It's getting really cold out here, and we started to see some snowflakes.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is, at least with mine, I'm gonna take it over there. I'm gonna cut it off the bone with a knife, and I'm gonna make some more tacos out of it. I think that was the best way we ate it, right?
Yeah.
I think we got those ones on the grill. Those are just about done. The ones on the salt block, I'll cut those ones up too.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy it. They took charred skin.
You should eat a piece of that right there. That was so good right there.
My hands are like numb.
Pretty good with that brown. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that tastes like barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That liver's pretty good.
Salsa?